If you're making these 10 common money mistakes, you might be losing out on thousands of dollars. Stay with me to uncover the biggest money traps that could be holding you back from a secure financial future. Don't fall for these. Credit cards. They are small, convenient, and can be a lifesaver in emergencies. They can seem harmless at first, right? Just a piece of plastic that lets you buy what you want when you want it, but they can quickly turn into a nightmare if you're not careful. The ease of swiping can lead to overspending, and before you know it, you're in over your head. I remember when I first got my credit card, it felt like a rite of passage into adulthood. I thought it was free money. The excitement of having a credit line made me feel invincible. I'd use it for everything, eating out, buying clothes, you name it. It was so easy to just swipe and go. But then the bills started piling up and the interest rates were killer. Each month the balance grew larger and larger. I was trapped in a cycle of debt that felt impossible to escape. The stress was overwhelming and it affected every part of my life. It took me years to finally pay it all off, and it was a huge wake-up call. I had to make significant lifestyle changes and sacrifices. That's why I'm so passionate about warning others about the dangers of credit card debt. It's not just about the money, it's about your peace of mind and financial freedom. The best way to avoid it? Create a budget and stick to it. Know your limits and plan your expenses. Live within your means and only charge what you can afford to pay back in full every month. Use cash whenever possible to avoid the temptation of overspending. Remember, financial health is just as important as physical health. It's so easy to fall into the trap of living beyond your means, especially in today's world of social media where everyone seems to be living the dream. But the truth is, most people are in debt up to their eyeballs trying to keep up with the trends. They're leasing expensive cars they can't afford, buying designer clothes they don't need, and going on lavish vacations just for the gram. But this kind of lifestyle is not sustainable and it will eventually catch up with you. The stress of living paycheck to paycheck, constantly worrying about money, is simply not worth it. Focus on building a solid financial foundation by living below your means, saving, and investing wisely. I know budgeting sounds boring, but trust me, it's one of the most important things you can do for your finances. Without a budget, it's like driving with your eyes closed. You have no idea where your money is going. A budget helps you track your income and expenses so you can see exactly how much money you have coming in and going out each month. This allows you to make informed decisions about your spending and identify areas where you can cut back. There are tons of budgeting apps and methods out there, so find one that works for you and stick to it. Chapter 4. Ignoring student loans? Think again. Look, I get it. Student loans are the worst. They can feel like a massive weight on your shoulders, dragging you down. But ignoring them will only make the problem worse. It's tempting to just push them aside and hope they'll go away, but that's not how it works. I've seen people bury their heads in the sand, hoping their student loan debt will magically disappear. Unfortunately, that's just wishful thinking. The reality is those loans aren't going anywhere. They are a financial obligation that needs to be addressed. In fact, they'll continue to accrue interest and could even end up hurting your credit score. A lower credit score can affect your ability to get a mortgage, car loan, or even a job. Instead of ignoring them, come up with a plan to tackle your student loan debt head on. It might seem daunting, but taking the first step is crucial. Look into different repayment options, such as income-driven repayment plans or refinancing. These options can make your monthly payments more manageable, and remember, every little bit counts. Even small payments can chip away at the debt over time. Even if you can only afford to make extra payments here and there, it will make a difference in the long run. Consistency is key, and over time you'll see progress. Celebrate your small victories along the way. Each payment, no matter how small, is a step towards financial freedom. Set realistic goals and stay committed. With determination and a solid plan, you can conquer your student loan debt and move towards a brighter financial future. Chapter 5. The Emergency Fund, Your Financial Safety Net. Life is unpredictable. We all know that unexpected events can happen at any time, and they often come with a financial burden. You never know when you might get hit with an unexpected expense, a medical bill, a car repair, or even a sudden home repair. These expenses can be overwhelming if you're not prepared. And let's not forget about the possibility of job loss. Losing your source of income can be one of the most stressful experiences, especially if you don't have a financial cushion to fall back on. That's why having an emergency fund is crucial. It's not just a luxury, it's a necessity for financial stability and peace of mind. Think of it as your financial safety net that can help you weather any storm. Whether it's a minor inconvenience or a major life event, an emergency fund can make all the difference. I remember when my car broke down a few years ago. It was a stressful situation and I was worried about how I would manage the cost. The repairs ended up costing me thousands of dollars, which was a significant amount for me at the time. Thankfully, I had an emergency fund to cover the expenses. It was a relief to know that I didn't have to scramble for money or go into debt to fix my car. Because of my emergency fund, I was able to avoid taking on debt, which would have added even more stress to an already difficult situation. If you haven't started an emergency fund yet, now is the time. Start by setting aside a small amount each month. It doesn't have to be a large sum, even $50 or $100 can make a difference. Consistency is key. Over time, those small contributions will add up and you'll be surprised at how quickly your emergency fund will grow. Having a robust emergency fund can provide you with the financial security you need to handle life's unexpected challenges. So start today and give yourself the peace of mind that comes with being financially prepared. Chapter 6. Lifestyle Inflation, the Silent Wealth Killer. As you start earning more money, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle, a nicer apartment, a fancier car, more expensive clothes. But this is a slippery slope that can lead to lifestyle inflation. Suddenly you're spending more than you're earning, and you're right back to living paycheck to paycheck. The key is to be mindful of your spending habits and avoid increasing your expenses just because you can. Instead of upgrading your lifestyle, focus on increasing your savings and investments. Chapter 7. The Power of Compound Interest. Start investing early. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in your 20s is not investing early enough. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to investing, thanks to the power of compound interest. Compound interest is basically earning interest on your interest. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. Even if you can only afford to invest a small amount each month, it will make a huge difference in the long run. Chapter 8. Get-rich-quick schemes don't fall for the hype. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Get-rich-quick schemes are everywhere, promising easy money with little to no effort. But the reality is, these schemes are often scams designed to take your money. I've seen people fall for everything from pyramid schemes to shady investment opportunities, and it always ends badly. Remember, there's no shortcut to wealth. Building true wealth takes time, effort, and smart financial decisions. Chapter 9. Health Insurance. Don't gamble with your health. I know health insurance can seem expensive, especially when you're young and healthy. But trust me, it's not something you want to skip off. One unexpected medical emergency can wipe out your savings and leave you drowning in debt. Shop around for different health insurance plans to find one that fits your budget and needs. And consider getting a high-deductible plan with a health savings account or HSA for potential tax advantages. Chapter 10. High-interest loans. Avoid at all costs. Payday loans, title loans, and other forms of high-interest loans are predatory and can trap you in a cycle of debt. These loans often come with exorbitant interest rates and fees that can quickly spiral out of control. If you're facing a financial emergency and need cash fast, explore other options like borrowing from family or friends, negotiating a payment plan with creditors, or even taking on a side hustle. Remember, your financial well-being is worth more than a quick fix. Avoid these traps and grow your wealth exponentially. So there you have it, 10 money traps to avoid in your 20s. By steering clear of these pitfalls, you'll be well on your way to building a solid financial foundation for the future. Remember, it's never too early to start making smart money moves. What are some financial traps you've encountered in your 20s? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on managing your finances.